Welcome back to the Fanspeak Network, guys. We've hit 500 subs. Now we're going for 1,000. But today we're going to do another DraftKings draft. We are live. Fanspeak Network. And Tyler, it took a little while for the draft to fill up last week. So I think we can jump in pretty soon. Because once again, buddy, we don't got a lot of news to talk about, man. Not a lot has happened since our last show. Let's dive right in right now because I don't think this thing's gonna. I think this thing's gonna take a little while to fill up, and then we'll
Let's
go
give it
over
like
some of the
let's
news.
give it 1 or 2 minutes just to let some people get into the show because I know a couple of people once they get in they'll join in with us. I don't want to get in there and be like
Okay.
9 guys filled. We don't get any of the guys in. But I mean, just some
Okay.
news that I think we can
There's
talk
just
about.
not a lot of news. What do you got for me?
I mean, Kirk Cousins is all through Cleveland, very close to their training facility, getting maybe his medicals done. That has to be why this draft odds moved this much since yesterday. When me and Holden talked about the draft odds on Nuke the House yesterday, Shador was plus 340 to be the second overall pick spread. He is now 9-1 to be the second overall pick, and I still feel like that is wrong. Travis Hunter is now second at plus 210, and Abdul Carter still minus 300. I think they need a quarterback, and unless they think Kirk's just going to be their guy for the year, I think you have to draft Shador. They also haven't seen Shador throw yet. His pro day is April 4th. So if you do have a good feeling he's getting drafted early and the Browns are the spot, you might want to bet that 9-1 before his pro day happens and they say something about loving the way he throws because the odds will shift dramatically.
Yeah, I thought we talked about it last week where Atlanta said that they weren't going to give up Cousins. Is that a smokescreen?
I guess so. I mean, maybe they're going to do him I think that they said they weren't going to cut him. They want something in return for him. And if the Browns are going to give him even a late round pick for him, I mean, they're glad to get something out of it.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
All right. I think what do we got? We got 11, 12 people in here. I think we'll go ahead and jump in the draft. So I'll get us counted down. We'll go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See how long this one takes to fill up. Hopefully it's on more of the full side before we get in there. We might even be the last guy in. Nope. We are, 4? We got a little bit of time on this one spread.
Yeah, I knew we were going to. And like I said, we don't have a lot of news to discuss. So let's see what the comments can help us out here. Jamie's here. Felix. Yeah, hopefully, I think we'll see Felix. Omega King thinks Cousins goes to the Browns too. I just don't. I mean, like, what are they going to give to Atlanta, and how can they afford him?
Is Baltimore to win the North just an absolute lock?
No.
I hate to use that word, but if Cleveland's going to send out Kirk Cousins as their quarterback, they're pretty much dead in the water. If the Steelers are going to send out Mason Rudolph or Aaron Rodgers, I don't think they have a shot. And since he doesn't have a defense.
Yeah, but Cincinnati's still good, and if Lamar gets hurt for like 4 games or more, you're screwed. I just don't think they're a lock,
so.
right? I would just worry about injuries with that team.
More likely to lose their division and not win it, Baltimore or KC.
Baltimore's more likely to not win it.
Oh, we're in pretty quick on this one. Where we at? Pick 9. Pick 9. Let's see what happens. Or pick 3.
All right. So what are we doing now, Tyler? We're not used to this.
Probably one of the running backs,
We just
Bijan or Gibbs, unless someone's
we
going
just
to
have Derrick
gift
Henry
us.
like we always do.
No, we're not doing.
All right. I want Bijan if he's there.
Yeah, one of the two, him or
If,
Gibbs.
if he's gone, would you rather have Gibbs or Justin Jefferson? I think I'd rather have Justin Jefferson.
I'd go Justin. Omega
Right.
King's at the 9 spot for us.
Now let's see if he takes Najee. Oh, look, Derrick Henry's not at number 9 anymore. He went down.
He went down to 10. We fell out of the 9
Yeah.
spot.
We
Now his
haven't
ADP's
drafted all week. We haven't drafted. Murray's picked 1.
He's
Who do you
taking
think he's going to
Chase.
take?
He's taking Chase. He said
He
it in
is?
the chat.
Oh, yes, okay.
Right there. I'm taking Chase.
Felix
So
is pick 5.
we'll see.
Felix
We'll see
is
if
pick
whoever's in
5.
second gifts us Saquon Barkley, which would be nice, but I'd be happy with
I'd rather
Bijan.
have Bijan than Saquon.
The pass catching upside.
Just, yeah. I mean, you talked about it before with Holden. Like,
They
would you be
have to dial
surprised if they
back
dialed him back
his
this year?
workload.
Yeah.
He's dealt with injuries in the past. Like, you just can't put him into the ground.
Yeah.
They don't have a backup for him now either. Like, is Will Shipley going to step in and do it?
Yeah. All right. Big news of the day: Panthers assigned Raheem Blackshear. Props to you for knowing who that is. Omega King's going to get Derrick Henry today. Sean Payton says that Ingram can fill that Joker role. I guess. I think that's a smokescreen. I think he's I think whoever they draft is going to fill the smokescreen.
Chase first. Let's see what our guy in second does. I've had a couple of those $1 drafts out of this pick 3 spot, and sometimes you can get the Bijan Drake London stack right off the bat.
That would be ideal.
Get Penix late. We'll end up queuing up. All right, what do you want to do now? Saquon or Bijan?
I want Bijan.
Okay,
I want Bijan.
We'll gift the guy in fourth Saquon. See how quick
All right,
this
now I'm gonna.
clicked.
The only weird thing, Tyler, it's going to be I'm kind of weird to go back to the chat. So, all right, guys, chat it up because we don't got a lot of news. I'm trying. Not a lot has happened, right? Thank you, Jamie. He says Jimmy Haslam finally admits the Deshaun Watson trade was a big failure. Yeah, and he seems to be persona non grata in that building because what? He's still got 3 years on his contract.
Yeah.
They can't get out of it. So they're basically just telling him like, we don't care, like you're not playing for us. So, I'll be curious to see if he tries to get his way out of there to somewhere that'll play him, or just collects his money and disappears. What would you guess, Tyler? I think he's going to collect money and disappear.
Collect money and disappear. I mean, you can't really bounce back. I don't think. I think the injuries are just too much at this point.
I think it's injuries. I think it's mental.
I think it's both, and just collect your money and just go home. Like,
all right. Let's see what's going on this board, Tyler.
not much. I mean, neighbors going
Nothing
8th.
surprising.
Seems like
Omega King just screwed up.
Omega King took St. Brown, and we got an A chain before Derrick Henry. How long is Derrick Henry going to last on this board? Is he going to get out of the first round?
Omega King, you really want Amon-Ra St. Brown?
A chain over Derrick Henry is just, in my opinion, is just wild. I know you like A chain.
I like A chain more. There goes Henry.
Yeah, couldn't let him fall out of the first round. That's a nice 1-2 punch right there. Derrick Henry, Nico Collins.
I think it's a good way to start. Yeah, I'm all on board for the CJ Stroud bounce back this year.
CJ Stroud bounce back. I mean, what do we got going on here?
Did Omega King just take Aston Genty with the second pick?
No. He took
No.
Jonathan Taylor.
Okay.
Guy before him took Genty. So
Who would you rather have, Genty or Taylor?
Taylor.
Same here. Genty or McCaffrey?
McCaffrey.
I'd rather have Genty. Taylor or McCaffrey?
Probably McCaffrey just because of the catching ability.
All right. Back to the chat. Jamie says, Treylon Burks expected to miss training camp. Do we need to figure out our next pick?
We're getting there. We're up in 3.
All right, I'll go through these quick. I like A-Chain more than Henry, says Murray. Titans are denying Will Levis trade talks. Who wants him? Yeah, Omega King's not backing down. He said, Amon Ra is the guy. Okay, so obviously we're going to go for Drake if he's there, but he's gone. Okay, what are we doing?
We might go quarterback here. We might get one of the 2 studs, Josh Allen or Lamar.
Who would you rather have of those 2?
I mean, we built a lot of Lamar teams, and we're going to get our choice of either of them. Want to go Josh Allen?
Yeah.
Also can get Shakir and Kincaid later in the draft.
For sure.
And then
we can even get that rookie.
At our turn 27, I mean, we could instantly build the Buffalo stack with James Cook, but I feel like we need a receiver.
I think so, we do too.
My thing about the receiver spot right now, though, is I don't like Tyreek Hill.
Why not?
I just think he's losing a step.
But you like CMC?
It's one guy relies on full speed, and that's it. And the other guy has some football skill to him. And Tyreek Hill's gone anyway. T. Higgins is a 2. It'd be Scary Terry, Garrett Wilson, Mike Evans, Devontae. And then a lot of these guys are wide receiver 2s. And then you get to the ones down here, Harrison and DJ Moore.
I want
if I'm ranking
or DJ Moore. I kind of like DJ Moore the best on that whole screen.
I do like DJ Moore the best on the board. More DJ.
Yeah, let's go DJ. All right,
I feel like DJ and Ben Johnson's offense with Caleb Williams is going to be very good.
You guys didn't say anything. Come on, guys, start chatting. I listened back to our last show, Tyler. That Mark Andrews stuff was funny. You remember last week when I would not let you?
Couldn't believe you were going to.
And then they were talking about Mark Andrews on the tight end show with Andrew and Justin, and they were comparing. Do you know that Mark Andrews had more points than Laporta last year?
Yeah,
I didn't know that. So I listened to his show. I didn't know that. Yeah, I was feeling kind of stupid. All right, guys, chat it up. While you do that, let me check this big board. What's our guy Murray got so far? Chase, Jackson, and Hill.
I don't hate it, but I'm not big on Hill.
I like to build. Felix Castro's got Gibbs, McConkey, and Kyron Williams.
If I would have known for a fact, which I mean, of course, there's still a lot of picks to have before we're up again. If I would have known one of these wide receivers were going to fall to us, that are going to be one of the more on the better side of the wide receiver ones, we were probably better off snagging James Cook with Josh Allen because that really funnels their offense to that fantasy team right there.
Yeah, that's true.
But I didn't want to have no wide receivers going into round 4 because then we can have our best.
I like being balanced, man. That's what I'm not doing this year. I'm not drafting 5 wide receivers in a row to start.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever. I mean, of course, it could be a winning strategy for some people, but I don't like it. I feel like you need to at least get 1 or 2, try and get them in there. Yeah. The quarterbacks you can wait on if you're building certain stats.
Brees Hall is going way too late.
Brees Hall, yeah, he seems to be falling in these drafts, and I don't know why.
I kind of like
probably going to draft that right tackle out of Missouri, and their offensive line, if healthy,
I kind of like Brees more than James Cook. Just in a vacuum. I know we were talking about for the stack, but just in a vacuum, I wouldn't be surprised if we outscored Cook.
My worry, though, is Buffalo's offense just became so run dependent last year. I mean, he had 3 games
Yeah.
where he was in single digit point spread. He crushed
And,
last year.
and you go back to the old idea of just pick good players on good teams.
Yeah.
All right. What's next? If Worthy's still on the board, there's no question.
Did
Second for
Worthy or
me,
Smith? Worthy, Smith, or
or
Flowers?
Hampton. Or Hampton. Can we take Hampton? He's going in the first round. He's going in the 20s too, so we'll go to a good team.
My worry, though, is that he's gone anyway.
Okay, cool. We don't have to argue about that then.
Yeah, get him out of there. Worthy's gone,
Okay,
so
Worthy's gone.
it's going to be Zay or Devontae, I think. We got to get a
I
couple
want
receivers.
Zay.
You want Zay Flowers? Well, he's gone, so
I don't.
so we'll take Devontae.
Again.
Yep, we'll go with Devontae Smith.
You like him more than Metcalf, huh?
Yeah, I mean, are we really sure Rodgers is coming? Like, that could be Mason Rudolph. Just an ugly offense, and that could just be in shambles fast.
You know where we're going next, right?
I got to get him.
Who?
We got to get him before he picks again. Right here.
Yeah. Nah.
Unless Murray takes him from
I have
us.
a feeling there's going to be a Buffalo that's crying, Tyler.
He's only got to survive one more pick. Man, I really want to pick Kittle, though.
Dude, do you think he's going to stop coming into our streams if we do that, though?
No, I mean, this is rare. I mean, Najee's ranked 58. We're taking him 51. It's not like we're reaching like crazy. I mean, Mixon's still on the board, too.
I hope he doesn't, like, unfollow me, unblock me. He's, like, one of my favorite follows.
Oh, he'll be fine.
Do you think he will?
This will be the battle. This will be the battle all summer of who can get him first.
He told us to take.
He said, "Don't do it."
Yeah, I know.
Our guy ended up with Joe Mixon.
Right. Yeah.
Sorry, Felix, but we had to get him that time. We were in front of you.
Man, I'm surprised he didn't take him where he picked Glide McConkey.
See, I like the way he started with his team. Gibbs, Kyron, Mixon. Probably doesn't have to take another running back until the backs end because he has three guys.
The thing is, like, all these bomb-ass rookie running backs are going to be on the board, and he's going to be scooping up wide receivers that are like, yeah.
He could still scoop one of the running backs in there somewhere, though. And
we better get some of these running
wide
backs.
Receiver room from here.
Dude, I'm like feeling guilty, bro. Like, I'm having like remorse right now that we did that to him.
You're too soft of a person.
I am. I'm just too nice.
He got me for him like 4 drafts in a row, and now you feel bad because we got him one time.
I mean, that's his guy, though. You would think that Felix lives in Oakland the way he loves him so much. I can't believe with all the snow that's coming down right now that my Starlink hasn't bumped out. All right. Keep chatting. Stuff to talk
this
about.
Little group of wide receivers, how would you rank them? Waddle, Sutton, Metcalf. I might go Sutton, Metcalf, Waddle if I had to pick them.
Sutton, Waddle, Metcalf. I like Waddle more than you do. And who's throwing to Metcalf again?
That's the word. Mason Rudolph, unless Rodgers shows up.
Do you think he's gonna beat Aaron Rodgers' ass?
They might jump him and Pickens.
Dude, they might fight.
Yeah,
bro, why are you sending me videos of Mike Tomlin on Molly, bro?
That was so funny.
What was up with that? Look, dude, look at all these awesome running backs that just went out the board and wide receivers.
You think Debo has a slight resurgence with Washington, just wanting to be there and him not wanting to
I think in this format he's great. I think overall it's not going to be that good. Like overall it'll probably be like normal, like, 1,000 yards receiving,
Yeah, but he's going to have these games where he just spikes.
Yeah, it's going to be a bunch of 30s and then a bunch of threes. So I think in this format he's fine. All right, where's my rookies at, Tyler?
Nowhere.
Does that mean we're taking Khalil Shakir the next
We
pick?
gotta let Felix Castro pick first, spread before we start saying names. See, you said his name, he took him.
I didn't want him. That was my trick. I want John Jennings.
We're trying to build a Buffalo stack here, spread.
I know, but I still didn't watch Khalil Shakir.
He's an easy 10 points every week.
I want Juwan
Guaranteed
Jennings.
to fill one of the 3 spots, and there goes Juwan Jennings.
Juwan Jennings. Give me George Pickens.
Oh, I'd rather have Purcell.
Your post. You can have him.
We're going to Ricky.
How is the guy in Pittsburgh picking the NorCal guy, and the guy in NorCal wants a Pittsburgh guy? What's wrong with this, Tyler?
He got us back for the Najee. He knew I wanted Shakir on that turn.
Did he write anything? No.
No.
Mary King says Sutton, Waddle, Metcalf. All right, so he is the same.
Yeah, he agrees.
All right. Who are we taking next?
Looking at it, we're probably going to. I mean, we might even be able to get Pickens here, spread. So
hold on, we can reach here. Give me a rookie running back.
They're all gone, spread. I'm not reaching all the way down for Caleb Johnson.
You're right. All right, Pickens it is. That's crazy how you can do a Mahomes Kelsey stack so late.
Oh, yeah. And remember, you couldn't do that anywhere close to this.
Last year was like a 2-3. Yeah, last year you had to go second and third rounds.
You want to take Calvin Ridley instead?
No.
It's going to be wide receiver 1 for Cam Ward. He's going to take shots, and they have no one else in that wide receiver room.
If you want to, I don't care.
I'd rather have him than Pickens, who's going to be wide receiver 2.
All right.
I mean, if you look at Ridley's stats, too, with Will Levis, I mean, he had some good games in here. He had some duds, don't get me wrong, but he had a stretch here. 26, 25, 14, 12, 16, 14. Not game-breaking games, but get you some points. Upgrade at the quarterback position.
Felix says the tables have turned, and Murray won Pearsall. Blame Tyler for that one, buddy. And Felix got Pickens.
He can have him. He'll be all right. He's got a nice team.
See, chat, who's better? Who would you guys rather have? Pickens or Ridley? Chat, I'm talking to you. Your thoughts. I used to love this. There was this guy on this local radio station called KMBR. He's retired now. But he was like, he even talked about he was kind of like a lazy basketball player, of course. He was like kind of a lazy host. And all he do is just bring people on and just like, San Francisco 49ers, your thoughts. And that was his interview style. So whenever you hear me say your thoughts, you'll know who I'm channeling. Omega King says neither. That's not. You guessed Ridley. Yeah, you got to choose here, Omega King. Don't you hate it? It's sometimes these guys at work, Tyler, they do these terrible would you rathers, and they're always like gross.
Yeah.
I'm like, can't we do like 2 hot chicks in this game? Like, why do we have to do something that's disgusting?
So benefits working in the warehouse, huh?
Bro, I met a Teamster for Trump yesterday or last week. That was quite the experience.
Yeah, they're wild. They are wild people.
There's a lot more than I expected. I'm just like, we're in a union, right?
We're up in 5. Probably got to get a running back here.
Now you're talking my language.
We'll take your guy Caleb Johnson if he's there.
Hold on, where's Tyler Warren? Is he still on the board?
He's still there. He doesn't come up till 104. We can get him on the turn.
No, we can't because Felix is going to take him.
He's only ahead of us for this
He
next
won't be
pick,
before.
unless he takes him right here.
Do you think he'll snipe him in 92?
And that's the only chance he's got if he wants him. We need running back spread. I'm not worried about a tight end.
Yeah, you're going to take Mark Andrews.
He took Mark Andrews.
Felix, why'd you take that bump? Tyler Warren was on the board, bro.
We'll go Caleb Johnson
All right.
here.
I want Tyler Warren, dude. We can get a running back on the way back.
We're going Caleb Johnson.
There's no way he's coming back.
We're up in 4 pick spread.
Yeah, but Murray Lyme's sharp. He's going to take him. You think Murray Lyme's going to let him go?
If he goes, he goes. You act like Loveland's that much worse than him. This isn't Brock Bowers 2.0.
It could be.
It's just not. It's not how the tight end draft works. We had a good tight end draft, and then Kyle Pitts showed up, and everyone thought this was going to be the next coming of the new era, and that dude stunk.
That's true. Felix thinks that Tyler Warren's going to the Colts.
Yeah, and that's not a spot you want to be. You do know that I believe the Colts tight ends didn't combine for 200 receiving yards last year.
Yeah, they have Marley Cox and yeah, I know they didn't do anything.
Do we got to take your guy?
Yes.
I can't wait to watch him block for Anthony Richardson running the ball. I'm with Omega King. I'd rather have Loveland. Can do more. Can get out into the slot. Probably going to be on a better team.
His name is Tyler. Can't you guys stick together? If there was a prospect named Greg, I would be excited.
He went to Penn State. There's nothing to be excited about. Unless you're a D lineman.
Penn State, he went number 2 overall in this draft.
Unless you're a D lineman coming out in today's NFL, you're no good from Penn State.
As a quarterback,
I don't like Penn State.
Who's the best quarterback ever to come out of Penn State? Kerry Collins?
I couldn't tell you. I don't like Penn State as a whole.
Don't you live in Pennsylvania?
Yeah, it's like halfway across the state, which is like 5 hours away.
So who do you root for? Pitt Panthers?
Yeah, if I had to root for a college team. I'm closer to the West Virginia Mountaineers than I am Penn State.
I don't know my geography that well. Does that mean you're the east part of Pennsylvania?
Yeah, I'm in the west, like the western bottom corner.
Oh,
Penn
you
State's
are?
like middle of the state.
How close are you to the ocean?
No, that's on the east side of the state spread.
Oh, yeah, I'm stupid.
East side would be the ocean.
I'm from California. When I think of west, I think of ocean. Speaking of which, Tyler, I'm heading down to the ocean this weekend. We got a little family event.
Oh, there you
go. Yeah.
So
all right.
I mean, we're starting to fill out 1, 3, 4, 1. Probably still look running back depending on what's on the board here. Up in 6. Our guy Felix Castro got Herbert, Andrews, Pickens, Shakir, Mixon, Worthy, Kyron, McConkey, and Gibbs. It's a solid team.
So I fell off there. I didn't hear what you said.
I read off Felix's team, said it was pretty solid. And then we are up in 3.
So he's talking about, the overlay. Yeah, it is the most West Coast comment ever. I mean, Steve, it's been a rough couple of weeks. I got a new truck. I thought it was going to be good. I had to go to the service shop this morning only to find out my thing was next week. Yeah, pretty West Coast. All right. Am I still here? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
You're still here.
Overlay. One of the extra advantages of DraftKings. First of all, I don't think these rooms are as sharp. I watch them, so I'm assuming that you guys do too, right? Watch what Steve and Meg are dealing with on the Sibling Showdown. Watch what Andrew and Justin are dealing with on the DJ and Dad show, right? I mean, those rooms are sharp. We're getting Pacheco. Wait, why would you even ask me that?
I mean, you talk bad about stuff like he doesn't have the pass catching ability. Like, he's had multiple games in the 20s, getting a better offensive line. What if he doesn't get help in the backfield and he is the guy there?
They're drafting a running back, though. It might not be in the first round, but, I mean, they're getting someone. I don't know. All right, who else is on the board?
I mean, we have 4 running backs now.
Throw
So
down for those sweet
I
rookies.
feel like we can go wherever we want now.
I think we need a backup quarterback if
I'm
one's on
not
the
taking
board.
Penix.
Why not? Oh, why not?
Because we don't have any of his weapons. We just have Bijan. And he has
That's
no
fair.
running ability.
Okay. Who do you want then? Jordan Love?
I wouldn't hate to take Drake May.
I would take Jordan Love over Drake May.
If he's there, we'll do it. We could even build a late stack with him there. Unless Castro starts taking all of our other guys. He took all of our Buffalo guys. He took Kincaid.
We took Najee Harris. He's not on.
He took Najee and he's taking all of our correlation.
He's just screwing us.
There goes Jordan Love. So
unbelievable. You on Drake May?
Yeah, let's go Drake May. Second year, better team. Our guy's going to step up.
It might get 75% at best. Yeah, I mean, and that's another advantage here, which is why we should continue to be drafting on DraftKings. Steve, we're going to talk to your sister. She had one bad year, so she thinks she's not good at it. I think she's going to be just fine in this format. She just needs to believe in herself. I think if there was like a part in the Wizard of Oz where they gave you self-belief, then that's where we would put her at. All right, let's check out some of these other teams. Where's our best friend? Our best friend Felix just took Adam Thielen. He definitely didn't snipe him for us.
No.
All right. He took Kincaid from us, though.
He took Kincaid and he took Shakir from us.
Yeah, he's got who's Buffalo's backup? He's gonna draft him in round 20.
He's probably taking Josh Palmer too. He's probably taking Ray Davis.
He's probably football in 34, and he probably took Jordan Love and Kyler Murray from us too.
They're probably all queued up already. We're so screwed. We ain't getting another Buffalo player this draft.
Yeah. All right. So we're at 504 subscribers. At 1,000, we're gonna do a 24-hour live stream party. Our 500 party is on Friday night, and
Spread's breaking up as he was giving the promo.
I'll be live with you guys, but
promo.
I won't be on Starlink. Yeah. Dude, Felix, are you really that mad about Najee? Are you serious right now?
Look at this.
Unbelievable.
A stretch of 5 quarterback going right here. Lawrence, Matt Stafford, Tua, Bryce Young, and Penix. And then Darnold.
Out of all those 5, who do you like? Or 6, who do you like the best?
There's 6. I would rank them probably Stafford, Tua, Bryce, Lawrence, Penix, Darnold.
I'm going Tua, Stafford, Lawrence, Penix, Bryce, Darnold.
All right, we're up here soon.
Keon Coleman. You're not going to take Keon Coleman, Felix.
He just did.
You can't hate yourself that bad.
He just did. He did.
Unbelievable. You would really do that to yourself. Did you watch Keon Coleman play last year, Felix? I didn't even want him.
We're taking Rachaad White.
Everything's frozen for me.
That's fine. We're just taking Rachaad White. You'll be all right.
We should have taken Kyle Pitts, bro.
No.
Did we? Oh, we already got our backup quarterback, right?
Yeah, we have May.
We need a backup tight end. We could have got Kyle Pitts, bro.
He's so bad, bro.
Doing that to us.
Even when Penix became the quarterback, it's not like he did anything.
Yeah, he sucks. Just close it out. I'm trying to close it out on my screen right now. I don't even want to look at it.
We can get the tight end later too. I mean, I
I
feel like we should
seriously can't believe Felix did this to us.
just take some Jaden Higgins unless he goes.
You know who I listened to that I kind of like breaking down the rookies was Steve Smith.
Yeah, Steve Smith's
You know he
really
has
good
a
at
YouTube
breaking
show
down the rookies.
for the receivers. He was good.
He said I'm super petty.
Yeah, you didn't need to type that in the chat, Felix. We all figured it out,
I told you all those Buffalo players were queued up.
bro. We should have just let him have it. We could have been sitting here in stack land, just
I mean,
stacking.
let's look back and see what other running backs we could have took instead of Najee. So we took
shouldn't have
Najee
taken
ahead
him.
of Joe Mixon. I'm fine with that. Ahead of
We
Kamara.
should have taken Travion Henderson or Judkins or Walker.
You don't even know if they're gonna start. And Najee's going to be in a
chance
bell
they
cow.
could be like pick number 9.
They are not going to be pick number 9.
No, I'm talking about next year in the draft.
Yeah, that could happen.
It could just be Kyron Williams 2.0.
But both of these guys could be in splits to where Najee's going to be in a bell cow role because his backup's Kamani Vidal.
Remember how much we were drafting him last year?
And we know Harbaugh's going to pound the rock. Like, Najee's he was picked right where we were supposed to pick him.
I can't
when
believe
we started these drafts, Fred, remember he was going in the 90s?
Yeah.
Yeah, now he goes like
50. Says, I can't believe you draft early. It's like, what do you mean? I can't believe you draft so late. Dang, I don't have any lines for tomorrow. Oh, wait, I have 2.
What Buffalo player is getting picked right here? Because Ray Davis is already off
Palmer.
the board.
He's going to take Palmer.
That would give him 8 wide receivers. He's literally punting this draft if he takes Palmer.
He doesn't care. That's how petty he is. He already punted this draft when he drafted Keon Coleman. It's a big fat 0. Just to get us back.
We'll see.
He already punted on his draft when he took Mark Andrews. Who wants Mark Andrews in 2025?
We took Najee. He's trying to get this draft refunded. He's like, no one gets him.
Yeah.
Let's see. He's on the
Will
board.
he take Palmer?
Will he take Josh Palmer? He did. All right. I'm going to grab some Jalen Wright.
Yes. From now on, if Felix is in the draft, we have to take a quarterback that we have no intention of stacking.
We have to literally build the stack out quietly and then just snag the quarterback. No words.
I don't even know if that's possible. I don't even know if that's possible.
He's going to be watching our drafts like a hawk now the moment I click Najee.
I cannot believe that he's thrown away this whole draft. He has to. Who's the Buffalo backup?
What, the backup quarterback?
Yeah.
Probably some water boy that's never going to see the field.
Let's look him up. I'm going to let Felix.
You're going to hate me for this one. We're getting our 3rd quarterback right now.
Is it? Who is it?
It's Anthony Richardson. And just pray to God to give. Pray to God to give us.
No.
Oh, he froze with 9 seconds ago. That's a shame. His Starlink picked a terrible time to freeze up because it left all the decision making in my hands.
No, dude, you missed my clear line. I go, if someone punches you, you don't commit suicide and help them out. No
Just pray to God he
fucking
gives us
way.
just pray to God he gives us like 1 or 2 weeks where he throws like 2
This
touchdown
is
runs.
terrible. All right, I'm looking it up for Felix right now. Bills.
It might be Mitch
Back up.
Trubinsky.
That's what I was thinking too. Yeah, he's got to take Trubisky in the. He's going to take Trubisky. What's it called? Oh my gosh, I can't believe we just gave away. Why? All right, look at all the people we could have had Braylon Allen.
I love the way you tried to sound confident saying that and then had nothing to back it up with.
Oh my gosh, Anthony Richardson, huh? Unbelievable.
Just give us some spike weeks, kid.
Bro, he's already questionable. It's freaking April.
He had a 27 in here spread. He had a 29, a 23. Like, he's had some games.
Do you believe him? He says, I'm not taking a Bills backup. Your whole roster is Bills backups.
Buffalo.
Do you think Josh Palmer's starting?
I'll tell you, he's going to get Dawson Knox, too, at some point in this draft.
Yeah, unbelievable. Now that you have Richardson, who are you drafting for QB3? Good question there.
Daniel Jones still. We'll just get them both.
Yeah, we have Tyler Warren. That'll work. We'll have some sort of correlation.
We do have a correlation there. C-spread helped out a little bit.
We're just assuming that he goes to the Colts.
They take Loveland right now.
You know, it's so funny. Do you ever hear Colin Coward? I mean, I know you hear him, right? Have you ever heard him recently?
No.
Anyways, he talks about Bill Polian and like he's this great GM, right? I'm like, who did he draft besides Peyton Manning? It's a pretty easy draft pick, right? I think you or I could have figured that one out, right? Unbelievable.
He took some Shador. He ain't playing for Buffalo.
You should take Trubisky. All right, who are we taking now?
I don't need a tight end. Tight end or a wide receiver. Want to take our guy?
Yeah. We took Harold Fannin for those who don't know who our guy is.
All right. Then a slight
I
bit of
can't
a
believe you
retrade
drafted
spread.
that many Bills off of Najee Harris. Dude, I haven't seen people go this crazy for Harris since November. Unbelievable. That Harris didn't win either, Felix.
All right, we're taking our guy, our other guy.
Who's our other guy?
Restrepo.
We can wait, can't we?
Nah, can't wait.
We could have had Amari Cooper. What if he goes back?
I don't want that bag of bones.
Restrepo
ran a terrible 40, and he might still be faster than Amari Cooper today.
Oh, Amari Cooper, so terrible. What a terrible player.
Yeah, he was good. He's just old.
Yeah. Oh, who does that remind me of? VC Andrews.
What?
Was now old.
I'm so confused.
Felix, you ruined my mojo. I don't even know what to talk about now. Our whole team got sniped. I ruined our online friendship. And for what? Just a 2,000-yard running back with 16 touchdowns that's going to win me the league? What is that? Was that a good enough cost?
It's going to be the difference maker in every single one of these drafts is going to be Najee Harris. Watch.
He is. It's going to be the league winner. All right, what are we at? We're at 3-6-6-2.
We are up, and yeah. So we just need one running back, one wide receiver, one tight end.
All right. Do you know that Mostert's number one on the Raiders red chart right now?
Yeah.
No wonder everyone thinks we're drafting JT. Did that Beck dude go off the board? I was listening to Greg Cosell. They like him.
Yeah. Beck's gone.
No, he's not. He's right here. It's 217.
That's
Let's take
Beach.
Beck or Royals. Oh, whatever. Let's take Beach Ball, Royals, or AD Mitchell.
I'll take AD Mitchell. Actually, do we need a wide receiver? Yeah, we do need a wide receiver.
Yeah.
Could possibly
All right,
have a
let's
nice
go
little
back to
indie
this
stack
game.
going.
Felix isn't even talking to us anymore.
He's cut you off, Spread. He's done with you.
He didn't mean to cut me off. Unbelievable. All right. How long till we're up?
One pick.
Who are we taking?
Dawson Knox. We're gonna get some Buffalo correlation in here. Dude's gonna auto pick Dawson Knox.
Dude, I took so much Noah Fant last year. How stupid was that?
He seems like he would be such a good tight end prospect because he's fast.
Oh, if you put up like his combine stats, like you'd just be like, how is he not a star? Yeah, he's like 6'4", runs a 4.4. His shuttle time was ridiculous. Unbelievable. He's really good. All right. So what do we just have one pick left?
Yeah, we're just going running back now.
All right. Let's start going over everyone's teams. Let's go over everyone's teams now since we already have the bad mojo. Me and Felix's friendship is forever ruined. We'll start that's too because first of all, can we? I spent more time in Oakland than Felix has, I think. But if so, I think that would give me the right to draft Najee. Right? I mean, I'm from NorCal. He's like a NorCal legend.
I had to deal with watching the man run behind one of the worst offensive lines in the league. I feel every Raiders draft.
I feel like this is unfair. I think that this is unfair persecution here. All right. Let's talk about Murray's team. Chase, Lamar, Tyreek. Love that start. Then Odunze in the fourth round. Don't hate it with Keenan gone. Sam Laporta in round 5. I mean, it's tough to argue against that. Tyrone Tracy, that's worth a look. Jaden Reed, Njoku, Caleb Williams to match with Rome. You can't hate that. Jordan Mason, Minnesota backup. This should get a lot of work since Aaron Jones isn't full-time. Likely. Dubes, Spears, Eckler. I think you could have gone for some more rookies in here, but you know me, I love my rookies. Chubb.
He's got them coming for you.
Who are these last guys? Are all the rookies?
Yep.
All right. Well, there you go. At least you did some of it. All right. Cool. Good team overall, though. I love as far as like player takes. Like I love his veterans. All right. Do you want to go over the Traders team?
Yeah, we can go over his team real quick. We might be able to get that in before the next pick. So he went Gibbs, McConkey, Kyron, Xavier Worthy, Mixon, Khalil Shakir, Pickens, Mark Andrews, Herbert, Kincaid, Thielen, Coleman. It's a nice Buffalo stack he's got going there.
Unbelievable.
Trey Harris, Josh
if
Palmer.
Round 20.
Braylon Allen, Shador Sanders, Mike Williams, Slayton, Theo Johnson. It's a pretty good team.
Bro, he's got to take Trubisky right now.
I mean,
Um,
Omega Kings team: St. Brown, JT, Mike Evans, JMO, Kenneth Walker, McMillan, Goff, Ibuka, Brian Robinson, Mooney,
you
Swift,
can tell he's a Fanspeak guy, dude. We love all these guys.
Darnold, Ford, Otten, Wandale, Derek Carr, Juwan Johnson, Justice Hill, MVS, and Arroyo.
Yeah, I like it. The only thing I'd say is more rookies. Hey, wasn't there a movie about a sniper who comes back to America and he has like PTSD or something, or he's like the best sniper of all time?
I think so.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
Etienne or Blue?
Etienne.
That fills our draft.
Okay, so here's what we need. We need to grab a picture of Felix. And we need to put him on one of these sniper movies for our next one. The
He said
Jackal.
Najee is a Charger and he won me $1 million.
American Sniper. All right, if you're watching this, Justin, our next YouTube thumbnail has to be Felix Castro's face superimposed on American Sniper after he absolutely murdered our draft. You would think that this
Even if he
draft
just puts that little logo he has.
he was a goth kid. Our draft was just a bunch of kids trying to go to school, Tyler. He's a goth kid, and we got pumped up kicks on. Unbelievable. All right. That was fun, I guess. I think it was more fun last week.
That was a fun one. I still like our team, even though we didn't get much Buffalo correlation, but nothing's wrong with a naked Josh Allen getting all the points.
Is it worth ruining this friendship over, Tyler? You know I'm going to go be really sad in my room now, right?
He'll get him next time, and then I'll get him the next time, and it'll just keep bouncing back and forth. This will be our ongoing joke.
I hope so. All right. Just so you know, Felix, if you're on our next thumbnail, you know why. DraftKings, the place to be. We only project 75%, huge overlay, good chance to make some money. Fanspeak, we're at 500 subscribers. We're now pushing for 1,000. We will have a party on Friday night. I'll be there for about an hour at least. And Tyler and I will be back next Tuesday. Final words, Tyler.
Yeah, I think we did good with the draft. Hopefully our guy Felix only snipes us one time and we don't got to play this game every week, but I think it'll be a nice theme for the shows.